Hello, everyone. This is Alexander Horat, and today we're having a very special guest on the show, Clem Chambers, and he is a renowned investor, market commentator, and entrepreneur, and he breaks down the latest trends in stocks, crypto, and commodities. With decades of experience and a track record of calling the markets early, Clem delivers insightful analysis, investment strategies, and no-nonsense commentary to help you stay ahead. Hello, Clem. Thank you for coming back on the show.
Great to be back on. And I would say to your viewers who are going to go, who is this lump here talking? Yeah, they're all the blooming same. They're never right. They always talk the same old book. Go look at my previous video and what I said there. Yeah, and if you'd gone and you'd done what I said, no, I didn't say you should do it, but if you said he might be right, I'm going to follow that, you would have made a lot of money, a lot of money. So
Yeah.
anyway, there you go. Missed that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it's definitely important to know. One thing that I saw recently on your YouTube channel is that you sold your gold. So I just want to see why you did that, if you'd like to tell the viewers on this video.
Okay, first of all, assets are assets. Okay, your net worth is not the same as your self-worth. Yeah, so if you've got a big asset, it's not an organ, it's not part of your body, it's not part of your soul or your mind. Don't confuse a big asset with a big organ. Okay, it's just an asset. Assets are for buying and assets are for selling. That's it. So when you buy it cheap and it goes through the roof, don't go, oh, it's going to go more, it's going to go more. Go, I've made quite a lot of money. I think I might have that money and go on holiday with it. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be the richest person in the graveyard. All right. I want to live fat and happy. And I do live fat for sure. And I'm relatively happy. And, you make a load of money, you go and, go on holiday with it. You build up wealth, but there's no point in building up wealth and being like Scrooge McDuck, swimming in your gold coins. Yeah, that's not the way to do it. And an asset is just an asset. It doesn't matter whether it's Bitcoin, doesn't matter whether it's gold or silver. It's not God's money. It's nothing. It's an asset. It's a lump. And if that lump, you bought it here and it's here, and you start to think, oh, I quite like that money. I'll pay off my mortgage. I'll buy a car. I'll save more. I'll whatever. Sell it. So a lot of people, and you'll see it on places like X, they go, "Oh, why did you sell? Why did you sell? It's going to go up. I'm going to have it forever." Why would you have an asset forever? You might as well not have it. Why buy a gold bar and bury it in your garden? Who you burying it for? Oh, my kids. Well, your kids are just going to dig it up, sell it, and buy a car.
Yeah.
You know, it's assets are for buying and selling. Yeah, and when you made a load of money, take your profit. There's another bus coming. It's not like this is the only these tulip bulbs, they've gone up a lot. They're going to go up forever. And, me and my Dutch friends are going to make a fortune. And it's gone down. Yeah. It's never forever. It's never forever. It goes up like a rock and it goes down like a rock 9 times out of 10. Yeah. So, take your money and be happy. And a lot of people that they just can't. They made a right decision. Maybe it's lucky. Maybe they've been clever. It goes up like a rock, and then they get attached to it. It's my silver coins. No, no, sell them. Get fiat. You can sell your silver coins for fiat, and people say, "Oh, you won't be able to buy them in the future." Yeah, right. But you've never been able to buy anything in the future. Yeah, of course you can buy them in the future, and it's probably going to be cheaper. Maybe it'll be more expensive. Maybe it'll be something else. There's always another bus coming. Maybe you buy platinum. Maybe you buy gold. Maybe you buy, some rando company. Maybe you buy, whatever it is you buy. Buy some health insurance with it. As you're in America, it's like it's money. Money's everything. It's the step between one thing and another. There's very few things that money doesn't represent. Yeah, it might be going down, but it's only going down slowly. I mean, silver dropped whatever it is, 120 to 80, dropped a third in value in a few days. Dollar didn't. All right, dollar dropped 0.1% of its value over that time. But, fiat money goes down like that. Assets go like that. Vroom. Bitcoin, yeah, I'm so clever. It's 120,000. Yeah. Oh, whoops, it's 60. Ah. So, don't get confused. Don't get confused. Fiat money, lovely stuff. I love it. I just flew to Iceland and lay in a pool of hot volcanic water with the Fiat. Would have been quite difficult in silver. Oh, can I buy an airplane ticket with the silver, please? No. Oh, how can I buy then? Sell your silver and buy an airplane ticket. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think your logic makes a lot of sense, and I think that's cool that you went to Iceland. I've always wanted to go there. Sounds like it was a fun trip.
Iceland is very interesting. I always go, England has countryside. America has landscape. Iceland has geography
Yeah.
and maybe geology. You go there, oh, there's a mountain. It goes rip and rip, and it's nothing there. And it's kind of like it's like Nevada at -10. And so it's got that sort of, that classic. But it's like, oh, I've been driving 20 miles through a lava and wilderness. Oh, when did that happen? About 5 years ago. So, oh.
Uh,
So yeah, no, it's interesting, and you can eat interesting things like fermented shark that smells and tastes like very, very, very old underpants, and you can eat well. I mean, well as well. And there's all sorts of crazy things that the Icelanders eat, and you won't understand this. You're American. It's the best lamb. That's an animal with wool on it.
yeah.
Has the best lamb in the world. Yeah, and the beef's pretty good as well. But the lamb is the best. So if you like lamb, I know New Zealanders watching this will know what I mean. Um, it is in Iceland, and so there you go. Now you know. And they've got a currency called the Icelandic krona, and you can see what inflation does to you because 5,000 of them was 130 to the pound or the dollar or the euro or whatever. So it's 130 to 1 to the dollar. Yeah, so they've had a bit of inflation in their time, and they do all right. They pull out their 1,000 Icelandic krona thing, which is a $10 note, and buy whatever it is they buy. But obviously, somebody when the value of that currency went, they weren't happy. But most people don't have cash anyway. But anyway, so big inflation, what Americans are terrified about now, happened all over the world. Happens all over the world. It's happening right now, and it doesn't spark the zombie apocalypse. And hopefully, America won't get that sort of inflation. But there's going to be decent amounts of it coming up because they're going to be building so much plant and machinery for onshoring and for the AI build out. They're going to have to print crazy amounts of money to fund that. And of course, it's going to go from the printing press into, I don't know, Facebook. We're going to buy a load of NVIDIA cards or whatever, wiring or buildings or whatever, fans to cool the damn stuff down. And it's going to go straight out into work people's pocket. And they're going to go, oh, I've got more money. They're paying me more money because they need me. Oh, I'm going to go down the supermarket and, oh, I don't care how much those tomatoes cost. Bang, and up goes tomatoes. So there'll be a fair amount of that coming up because there's going to be potentially quite an economic boom, quite a demand for stuff. Everyone's saying, "Oh, I was going to be unemployed." No, no, nobody's going to have any job. AI is going to do it. No, 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 no. It's going to be an economic boom.
Wow. So getting back to gold, so at what price or would you ever buy back gold if it reaches a certain price or probably not?
I'll go buy gold when it's cheap, and when it's cheap, I'll buy it, and when it's not cheap, I'll sell it. And it was cheap at whatever. I think I was averaging about. You see, when I sold my physical gold, you see, the best way to do this, and any markets for that matter, you go, I don't know what I'm doing. How should I get into the market? The answer is open a brokerage account, first of all. And most people go, how do I get in the market? You say, have you got a brokerage account? They say, oh, no. Well, get one of them and get back to me. Open a brokerage account. Bing. And there's wonderful ways to do that in the US. Your sport for choice. Lovely, lovely brokers, very, very cheap, very, very, useful, lots of tools and all that. But forget that. That's all mumbo jumbo. Open up your brokerage account. There's so many good ones. I won't even mention any names. I'm not getting any referrers. I'm not going to tell you. But anyway, you open up your brokerage account, yeah, and you go, how much can I afford to put in my brokerage account every week or every month? So you go, well, how about $200? So you put $200 in. It goes sploosh, 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 sploosh. And you go after month one, you go, well, I've got $200 to play with. In America, it actually can make some sense to buy a share. $100, $200 share that you like of a company, and then next month you buy another different company, and you build up a portfolio.
Mm.
Now that is, you could do it even more, or even more simply than that. You just buy the index. So you go, oh, I forgot about that direct debit. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, I've got $400 in that, $500, 600, whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to buy the S&P, the QQQ, or the Spider. The S&P tracker, or the Nasdaq tracker. And then you just do that, do that, do that, do that. Then you don't have to watch your show and learn how to make lots of money. You don't have to worry about your profits when it goes up too much, or your losses when it crashes. You just forget it and you just keep doing it. And then you wake up in 10 years' time and you've put, whatever that is, 2,000 times 10, probably 25 grand, seeing as there's 12 months in the year. And you look at it and you go, oh, I seem to have $34,000 here. Oh, that's rather nice. That's good. Or more. Yeah. Or you get interested and you start thinking about it and you go, oh, somebody just told me to buy popcorn ink. They're really good. Oh, let's have a look at them. Oh, I could buy them. Well, I've got $7,000 of S&P tracker. Snap $500 off that and buy popcorn ink. Yeah. Easy, slow, simple. Read a few books. And you'll be amazed how it mounts up. I mean, I was DCAing gold for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I got a triple on that.
Mm.
That's my physical. That's my physical. Because I'll DCA when I oh, I like that, but I can't be bothered to try hard on it. I'll just DCA it. Now, like with gold, the vault in Switzerland, you know, pop in a chunk every month and remember that you've done it. Go in and buy gold, and I did that for a few years. 3x, that's nice. That is, and absolutely no sweat. And I didn't have to go. Oh, I need to buy gold. Oh, I'll buy $2 million. Not right now. I didn't have to do any of that. Just DCA'd in, and then go in. Actually, I used to do it every month because I used to like doing it. Go in, buy some more, and it's no sweat. And so that starts simply, straightforward, easily, and in a way that you buy this crazy silly stock, right? Boom, you buy it. You buy Tesla. You buy a share of Tesla, and then you realize that you don't realize it. You've forgotten you bought it, and then they're not the number one electric car maker anymore. Ooh, whoops! And then their future's gonna be robots. Oh, the Chinese are making them better already. Ooh, whoops! And down it comes like a lump. Okay. And then Tesla is not so hot anymore. Oh, Elon Musk, very sad man, etc. And you go, oh, well, what? You don't care. You bought $200 worth. It's now $60. Who cares? Because you've got another 15, haven't you? And you bought, I don't know, Lockheed Martin, and up it went. And you don't even notice. You look through and you go, oh, yeah, oh, I don't care. Because you've got a diversified portfolio of risk. And that's what you have to build up. Diversified portfolio of risk. And ETFs, the sensible ones, the obvious ones, the famous ones, they are in themselves a diversified portfolio of equity risk. So, that's the way to go so you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to read 5 books to get more knowledgeable than most people. You can just, buy the tracker.
Yeah, so one thing you said about gold is like you have to sell it to get your monies out of it, like your grandchildren. But then I was looking into dividend stocks, and you get your dividend every quarter from the stock, and you don't necessarily ever have to sell it to get value out of it. So
And they
my
don't take it away from you. They don't. They will never take your dividend away. Once you've got it, once that check is on your doormat or wherever, however you get it, they can't come back and say, "Oh, excuse me, sorry, we didn't mean to." Give it back. That never happens. So every time you get a dividend, you've got it. So there was a company, it was a good example in the UK, that was been paying dividends for 20 years. And everyone was saying, oh, your share price hasn't gone up much. He said, well, but you've had dividends since we floated equivalent to the whole share price. 5% times 20. Well, that's 100%, isn't it? So, dividend stocks are useful for people that want income. You pay tax on it, of course. So that's the negative with dividends. If you're not a big taxpayer, then that's fine. But it's best not to overthink these things. It's best not to kind of, go down any rabbit holes. Just look at the Warren, as in Buffett, not the rabbit holes. I'll have to remember that joke. It's quite a good one. So, you just got to look at the big picture and you go, well, I think things are getting pretty sticky out there. I think I need a defense stock. Buy one. Yeah. Oh, that gold has gone up a bit. I think maybe it's going to go up more. Oh, maybe I need a gold miner. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, I want another gold miner. Probably not. Let's think of something else. Oh, they're going to need a lot of energy. Let's have an energy stock. Oh, and AI. Let's have an AI stock. You know, just you just if you just take it easy, do a little bit of thinking. Don't listen to anybody, including me, and just work it out yourself, slowly but surely, as a pastime. Like you would if you were doing woodwork. Oh, I'm going to take up woodwork. You go around and you watch a few YouTubes, you buy a few books, you buy a few saws, you get a hammer or two, and you start mucking about, don't you? And because you don't do it in a crazy, dangerous way, you end up figuring it out. And it's like the thing about it, let's just say you're your age, 14 or 15. Yeah. And you started studying. Sorry, it's a joke, by the way. You can cut that out. If you start studying this and start doing it slowly, just say it takes you 10 years. You might seem a long time when you're young, but it's no time at all when you're old like me. Yeah. And so you start at 30, you're 40 years old, and you've got skills now, and you've made some good money, and it's building up. Time you're 60, you can have a big pile of money, big pile of money. And that's where you want to be when you're 60, right? And all right, okay, you're 25, you want to buy Bitcoin, and you want it to go to the 100 billion trillion, and you want to buy a Lambo. Yeah, that's a classic trap, that one.
Yeah. So, is what dividend stocks do you like the best?
Well, I tend to go like this. I'm looking for stocks. I go, oh, that's a cheap one. I like that one. I like that one. Nobody loves that one. Oh, I don't know why. It looks pretty good to me. And it does whatever it does. What dividend does it pay? Now, not so much happens in America, right? Because American stocks, the dividends are much less frequent than they are, say, in the UK. But you go and have a look. Does it have a dividend? And you go, well, no. Oh, okay. Well, marks out of 100, you know, 78, and you find, oh, I like that one too. That's almost as good. Oh, it's got a dividend. Oh, okay. It's now 84 out of 100. And you find another one. Look at the size of that dividend. Is something gone wrong? Oh, have a quick look. Oh, maybe not that one. Yeah. So you just go through when I started to do all this all those years ago, I used to say, what's the four things I like? Okay. So it could be, the hairdo of the CEO. It could be the state they're in, as in what part of America. It could be how much sales they do, and it could be what their PE is. And that's all I care about. I'm going to mark them out 25. Yeah, and I'm going to add it all up and get a score out of 100. And I'm going to look at 10 shares I'm interested in, and I'm going to look at the score, and the top one I'm going to buy. And I'm going to come back next month and do the same thing. So I might write down, oh, I just bought a nice chocolate bar by Hershey, or Hershey down, who owns them, etc., etc. And then, just note it down. And then when it comes to the end of the month for my stock pick of the month, go through wonderful sites like an UFN or Yahoo or whatever, any one of those, pull out the data. Yeah. Look at the CEO's hairdo. Do you like it or not? Oh, it's a good hairdo. 20 out of 25. Oh, that's got a great PE ratio. That's 25 out of 25. Oh, that one's got, sales, low sales. Oh, that's only 6. Add it all up, sort it all by the ones that you've looked at, and then buy the best one. And then you'll go, well, this thing about the hairdo, I'm not sure about that. So in a year's time, you knock out the hairdo, and you say, how nice his suit is. Oh, he's wearing a hoodie. I think I like hoodie wearing CEOs, or whatever value is important to you that you think is important. Now, normally it would be profit margin, PE, dividend, and numerical values, but it could be other things. I mean, you could get all clever. You could say, oh, I'm going to take all the sectors and I'm going to rank them out of 25 because I really like defense. So there's 23 out there. And I really like mining. There's 22. I really hate retail. There's 8. Yeah. So you use that as one of your numbers. Maybe it's 5 values. Maybe it's 6 values. You play with it, and even just by playing with it, you'll get the idea, and the ones that work for you will suddenly, you go, oh, what, how did that work? Oh, insiders bought, and okay, that's one of my values now. Oh, it's in California. If it's taken off in California, oh, they're all in the fishing industry. Oh, okay, so I like that sector. So you just play with it. It's a game after all. Okay, and if the game becomes painful and distasteful, don't play it like that. Play it in a way where you can enjoy it or not care about it at all.
Yeah. So, do you think oil stocks right now are undervalued, or what's your thoughts on that?
Well, interestingly enough, Exxon just threw a wobbler.
Mm.
Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, if you look at their chart, it's suddenly gone vertical. And it's like, wow, what happened there? And someone was watching this to say, oh, this is what happened there. But I just happened to miss that. And for Exxon to go up so much so quickly made me go, right, I'm going to buy Shell now because the others are going to follow.
Mm.
So you do things like that. Okay. But oil, well, look, AI is going to boil the oceans. This is my catchphrase for oil. I used to say, like, gold is for war. Well, gold is now not going up so much. So maybe something good happened. That means we're not all going to go into oblivion next year. So that's good. So gold is for war. Prices come down. War, the chances of war have receded. Excellent. I'm glad about that. Probably not receded in Iran, but probably have receded in Asia. So that's good news. But my catchphrase for AI is AI will boil the oceans. Because AI, there's no second place. And, the current administration is not going to put up with being second place to China on AI. And that will be a good trick if they can pull that one, because China's got 4 times more energy output than America. And AI is energy. I can't remember the number. It's not quite four, but it seems to be, when I last looked at a chart, which may be not correct because it's the interwebs after all. China has a much bigger output of energy than America, and America is almost energy strapped. Not quite, not like Europe, but you want to go build a power station, you've got a problem. And if you want to go build server farms everywhere, you've got a problem. And you've got to build nuclear power stations. Oh, ow, ouch. And you've got to start burning coal. Oh, okay. Oh, let's have a hydro dam. Oh, no, I think we've done all those. So where they're going to get the energy from? And the answer is they're going to get it from all over. But one thing that's going to happen, it's quite easy to ship oil to generators. So it's a convenient source of energy. Building pipelines, that's a pain. They're already built for oil, right? But you can put them in a lorry and you can send them somewhere, and a lot of it gets unloaded. That's how petrol stations work. So I think that oil is going to be the go-to energy purely for convenience. So at a certain stage, you see, back in the day when oil went mad, not many years ago, there was things like, well, if you buy a future contract, yeah, it's one price, yeah, and when it arrives, it's another price, yeah. So you could get a oil tanker at 10, and you could sell it across the sea at 12, and you could sail it across. And when it got to the other end, you could turn it around and send it back for 12. And always be sending it around because the guy at the other end might say, oh, I don't actually want delivery now. And they were sailing these tankers full of oil backwards and forwards. And that was causing tight supply. Yeah. But, in markets, yeah, things like that happen. And with oil, suddenly people are going to go, we're going to do this with oil because oil is cheap. And then oil won't be cheap anymore. A couple of years ago, I wrote an article that upset everybody, which said oil will go to $300 a barrel within the next 5 years. A couple of years ago,
Wow.
got 3 years. And I still think that's going to happen. Because if you take the high of oil, whenever it was in 2020, whatever, 2018, whatever year that was, go look at it up on the chart. And then you work out, and it's $140, I think was the top. Well, you add inflation onto that. You're getting pretty close to $300, where you're not quite getting there, but you're certainly getting over 200. So, and there's going to be a shortage of energy. There's a shortage of energy in Europe because of all the nonsense in Ukraine, all that terrible stuff, and Russia not piping their gas to Europe anymore. But generally speaking, because of what's gone before it, the important global climate change stuff, they've choked off a little bit too much energy. And they're energy strapped now. And I mean, you pay some amazing prices for energy in the UK. And I just I came back from Iceland. In Iceland, they don't have curtains. They don't pull curtains in Iceland. It's blooming -10. They don't care because the energy is so cheap. They just turn the heating up
Mm.
because it's all geothermal, right? In the UK, my well-off friends, and these are not poor men, they sit there in their coats because energy is so expensive, they don't like the bill. So they might be rich, but the bills are so large, they put on a blooming coat indoors. So, that tells you what happens when energy prices are high and how easy that can be. And I think, oil is gonna go up a lot. Not yet, not tomorrow. Having said that, if you looked at Exxon, you would think it's happening now. But I think that's going to be some time off, maybe next year even. But it goes silver, gold. We've had that. Maybe another run, maybe not. And then we've got copper on a stock exchange near you soon. That will go. And then after that, it will be oil. So that's my prediction. So copper's already at all-time highs, but it hasn't done the hockey stick, which it's I think going to be doing this year, and then oil will be the one after that.
Okay, so we recently saw the United States go into Venezuela and they got Maduro out. Do you think that's just part of the energy war? They're wanting to get more oil through that way? And what oil companies do you think are going to be heading to Venezuela, if any?
Well, politicians they don't normally care about economics and stuff like that. They care about being in the history books, and they care about being Tarzan, and they did a good job being Tarzan there. And America has, with its strategy document, which is out a few months ago now, I seem to be the only person to actually have spotted that, or who were making comments on it. And it said, we are the Northern Hemisphere. We're the bosses of the Northern Hemisphere, which is basically North America, all the way to London. I think the Welsh and Irish might have a few things to say about that, but nonetheless, we are the bosses of the Western Hemisphere. And that's all we care about. They've kind of changed that year on at the Munich Defense Conference. Rubio was trying to mend fences. Oh, we love you. We do. We love you. Even though we said we hated you only a few months ago, we love you, really. But the strategy is North America, South America, and, all the way to Greenwich Mean Time. And the rest of it is optional. And Europe, well, sort yourself out. We don't care about you anymore. World War II was a long time ago. And, just get yourself sorted. And Europe has effectively been thrown under the bus. Oh, no, no, we love you. We love you. We do. But anyway, the strategy document says Europe under the bus, problems in Asia, North America, South America belong to us. All your bases are belong to us. And, that's it. So, if you can go into Venezuela and, kick butt and put your stamp on that strategy, why not? And that's what I think they did. The thing about oil in Venezuela, it's almost not oil. It's almost bitumen. It's almost tarmac, like the stuff you make roads out of. It's not light, sweet oil like the Middle East. It's, bunker oil. It's heavy, sticky tar stuff, which is, very hard to extract and, not so valuable as the stuff in the Middle East, for example. It's worse than shale oil, I think. I mean, I'm not an oil expert on it, but it's a issue. It's going to cost billions to get their industry back working again. And of course, that will be a good thing for everybody. A good thing for America, be a good thing for the world. It will be a good thing for the Venezuelan people because they won't be, having to eat their pets, and which I don't believe they do, but you know what I mean. But it'll be a good all round because all these blooming Marxist dictators they don't spread much happiness in the world, do they? Haven't got a reputation for good outcomes and prosperity of their people. And so one less of them is not a bad thing. And the oil, well, it's not like going in there and say, hey, all that oil, yeah, we'll have that now, but load it up. No, it's not like that. They'll have to do vast amounts of remediation to get that stuff going again, and it'll take a huge investment.
Oh, I agree with you. It would definitely be billions of dollars for sure to get that up and running again. So you mentioned gold was first, then copper, then oil. Do you like
Oh,
AI?
oh, AI. Okay, I love AI, but I'm not sure you get any of that cheap. I mean,
Okay.
okay, so so it was gold and it was silver, and they went up like a rocket, and silver came down like a rock, and gold has corrected a bit. So that party, that because people would say, well, it's going to go on another run, and I would say, well, I liked silver at $28, at 110. It's going to go on. It's going to go to 200. I've forexed me money. Thank you. Yeah. And what about if it comes down like a rock? Oh, it has. Yeah. So I want to load up when it's cheap, and I want to unload when it gets expensive. And silver got expensive because it ran ahead of gold because it was the retail juggernaut. Then it pulled back. I was out. I got started to get out at 90, and I got out in steps 95, 100, 105. I think I got out somewhere 110, but I can't remember really. I don't look back. I don't look back. You'll have to watch my YouTube videos because it's all in real time there, and they're still there. You can hit. I'm good at. It's much easier to predict the past than it is the future. Okay, but you can see me predicting the future on my YouTube. They're all there. I haven't never deleted a video, and I will be horribly wrong at some point. Not yet though. So anyway, sold to silver. I, I'm not liking the way the market is behaving at the moment in general because I think there's a liquidity squeeze going on, and it will involve the Fed pulling the hitting Control P and printing money to make it get a little bit more stable again. So take your money, take your 3x, and goodbye. So I've done that with gold. But up next, that's happened. So that's in the rear view mirror for me, and it might come screaming past me again, and I might get in, but I doubt it. Could happen, but I doubt it. The next one up is copper. That's not cheap, but it ain't expensive. And I've had that for some time, and it's been very good to me so far. So, I mean, when the tariffs came out, um, what was it? That's right. When the tariffs came up, it went up like a rocket. And then Trump said, no, 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 not on copper. Down it came. And at the bottom of that, I went, oh, that's bound to go back up. I loaded up at that point. I backed up the truck then. And I will back up the truck some more in due course. And that is going to go on a run. It's not really running yet. It's kind of making early noises. And if and when it runs, it'll go up like a rocket. And I'll say, I'll sold it. And everyone go, no, why did you do that? Ah. But you get in at the bottom, you get out at the top, not the other way around. You don't get in at the top and out at the bottom. A lot
Yeah.
of people do. Yeah. You've got to spot the thing that hasn't happened, not is happening, because by the time you hear it is happening, it's happened. Yeah. So when you hear about the market for, I don't know, potatoes is gone to nothing, it's already happened. There's no point shorting potatoes then. In fact, it's probably a good idea to go long. So whatever you hear, it's happened. So you have to get there before you hear it and then stake out a little bit of a stake and then see if it does its thing. And when it does its thing and it's not cheap anymore, remember it was cheap for a reason. And everyone said it was rubbish. Oh, it's rubbish, this is. And now they're all saying it's brilliant, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. Well, when they want to buy it off you, sell it to them. And when they want to sell it to you, buy it. It's that buy low, sell high. Simple as that. People get very annoyed at you if you say that. But, copper is not expensive. And it will get expensive. And when it gets expensive, sell it. Oh, they're going to run out of copper. Oh, no, there's not enough mines. Oh. Yeah, down there, that was the thing to say, but not up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to go forever. Oh, it's still going. Oh, my fingers got detached from my hand and it's heading to the moon. No, it only goes so far. And when it does that, out you go. And then if it carries on going, who cares? Wait for the next one. Get the next one. There's always another bus coming.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite copper stock, or how are you loading in copper right now?
Well, I've got how many have I got? I think I've got three. I've got Anglo American, which is just merging with Tech, which is a big Canadian copper, and they've gone basically. Oh, I don't care if they fire me when we merge. We've got to go copper. Got to go big copper. So they've done that, and I like that. So I bought that. There's God, I can't never McMoran, Rand McMoran. I can never remember their name. I have very difficult names to remember in your country. Hold on a minute. I just pull it up. Um, anyway, they're if not the biggest, but certainly one of the very biggest copper mines. I'll have to put it up because I don't like to forget me names. You see, getting old and senile, you forget them. Good grief, I've made that much today. Oh, excellent. Um, where are they? Here you go. Freeport McMoran. There you go. Freeport McMoran. And I bought them, and the moment I bought them, one of their mines flooded.
Uh,
But I don't care. I just don't care. You have to be like that. I just don't care. And that wasn't that long ago. But how much am I up? I'm 54.91% up on them. So I haven't had them that long. I mean, 50% in no time at all. Thank you very much. Yeah, but they will go higher because copper will go a lot higher. I believe. I could be wrong. It's about time I'm wrong, but copper will be next on the big run, and then it'll go vertical, and everybody will sing Hosanna, and then I'll be selling, and they'll all be telling me I'm mad, and then it'll fall back, and then they'll blame me for it.
Hmm. So, is there anything else that's cheap right now that people should be getting, or is that about it?
Well, okay, this won't work for you, your American listeners, but I'm just about to do a piece on the FTSE 100.
Hmm.
And the FTSE 100 is an example. I mean, oh dear, it hasn't gone up. Well, it has kind of now gone up a bit in the last 25 years. I think it got to 8,000 in 2000. It's now 10 and a bit. And it looks like it's about to go vertical. And that's why I like the verticals because I look out for them. And over the years, I've got a sense for when they're going. And I wrote an article in Forbes that people who are watching this are not believers. They can go to Forbes and they can go back to before gold took off and see my article that says, "Good grief, gold's just taken off. It's going to go to 4,500." I mean, there's the charts there from I think it's 2024. I was proud of myself because I've forgotten I'd written it, and I was going through my charts to demonstrate, how these things can behave on one of my Substacks because I do Substacks every couple of days, and it's very popular. And oh, this is a pretty good chart. When did I do that? Oh, 2024 in Forbes. Let me check that. Oh, there it is. Ah, I look like Nostradamus. I'm looking into the Palantir, and Sauron tells me gold is going up. But I think you'll find that the FTSE 100 is going to go ballistic, which everyone go, well, that can't be right. Britain's a head case, but not head case, basket case. It's just rubbish. That stock market, it's been rubbish for 25 years. But you look at that chart. I'm about to do a piece for before you called. I was about to do a piece on it in my Substack saying, look at this, pay attention, boys. You can buy the FTSE 100 in America using an ETF. Yeah, so you can get it. Now, if you think that the dollar's going down, even if it stayed still, it's going to go up in dollars. And that's why it's going up. Because if you're in America going, oh, that Trump guy is going to pull the lever on the American economy and run it hot, that means inflation, which means the dollar's going to go down. Okay, so you don't want to be there, do you? So, oh, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to France, but they speak French, and I don't like the French. I'm going to go to Germany. I don't speak German either. Oh no, what about Italy? What about Japan? Ooh, that's even more difficult. Where am I going to put my money? Somewhere that speaks English. Oh, London, yay! And they've got international companies and they're all mines. And we like mines because that's in fashion now. Let's buy English. Look, I'm American, okay? And I've got a big block of an American pharmaceutical company, okay? And I'm going, dollar's going to go down. But that company in the UK called GSK or AZN, AstraZeneca, that's denominated in pounds. And it does the same thing as my Pfizer. And it's much cheaper. It's about half the price of a Pfizer equivalent. So when I now snap a bit of my Pfizer off, just like 20%, and turn that into pounds, no longer risking dollars going down now, am I? I'm going to buy this English one at half price. Boom. Yeah. So now I've hedged my currency. I've still got a company that does drugs. I've still got a pharma company. It's still a great pharma company, but I've taken some of my American pharma and I've turned it into pounds, so short dollar equivalent, and I've turned it into cheap versions. So I've got a twofer, as you would say. Yeah. And that's what's going on. And that's why suddenly the UK market after 25 years is doing that. And it's gonna do that. It's gonna go up, I reckon. And I like to make prophecies, and it's not advice. It's just what I think is going to happen, and I could be wrong. I was wrong in 2004 on a day or two, and I could be wrong, but I think it will go from 10 and a half to 15,000 in short order.
Wow.
which is a nice fat upside. In fact, when you were calling, I was trying to buy a leveraged ETF, and I hate leverage, but I thought I should buy a leveraged one. And then I thought, oh no, I can't find it. Oh no, it's blowing raspberries at me, my platform, and oh no. So I just bought the unleveraged one. I
Mm.
just thought, oh, have a go, have a chunk of that, and I don't care. It's going a long way quickly, so I don't mind. Grab some of that good stuff. I think it pays a 3% dividend or something like that. So the
Oh,
the the, the ETF actually has a 3 or so percent dividend. That's not bad, eh?
no, no, that's pretty good. Uh,
I mean, you can practically borrow money and pay the interest on from the dividend. So you've got free carry if you want to borrow the money on it, which is not bad. It's just a carry trade, isn't it? You can be sophisticated and do a carry trade.
yeah. So one thing we haven't talked about yet was the crypto markets. Do you think it's a good time to be getting into crypto or not really? And is there certain coins that you like or no?
Crypto, what's that? I never heard of that. You're talking about I don't know. What's that? Is that Bitcoin thing?
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate crypto. Every day that goes by, I hate it more. I mean, look, in 2017, I bought at Nuppence and sold it at 18,000. I 10xed it, I think, as I recall, and I loved it. I was a real Bitcoin is amazing. I wrote about it. All the people I write for, like Seeking Alpha and Forbes, they went, "What? Oh yeah, crypto. What? Oh, nobody writes for that. Are you sure? Yeah, yeah. I want to write about that. Oh, okay. Well, that would be something new then, won't it?" And up it went. Thank you very much. I got out at 18 because I can't remember where it went to. And then I flipped it into all the stupid altcoins and up they went. So I made a packet, absolute packet. And then I got out and then it came crashing down because it was, one of them, like the silver, like the .com, like the gold. Yeah. Yay. Oh, it's going forever. No, it's not. Yeah. So I got out of that 4 year cycle. Okay, this way. 2 years gone by, 3 years gone by. Oh, halvening. Right, it's going to go again. I was in big. I think it was. Heaven knows how much I made there. I made another fat lump on that, and then I sold it. I sold it at 48,000, not 64,000. But thank you very much. I think I bought at about 7 or 8. Goodbye. And then it started to come down. I said, I told you. And then it went back up again because of Afghanistan. And it came down and did what I'd expected to do. So anyway, there we go. Halvening, the most recent halvening. In I go, 100,000 out. Yeah, it's going to go to 120. Same thing, same thing. You can just look, 30, 60, 120, 4, double, 4, halvening. Oh no, nothing to do with the halvening. They all say, no, no, no. It's the new money. It's wonderful. It's going to go up for a million, billion, trillion. No. Anyway, so it goes 100,000. I say, thank you very much. Don't care about the 20,000. Near enough. I've 5x'd my money. Thank you. And it's going to come down. And then it didn't. It just kind of, but now it is. Now it's coming back down. It'll come down to 30,000, funnily enough. That come down to twice where it came down last time. I thought it's coming down to 13. It came down to 15. That's not bad, I guess, really. I got told off by people. Oh, it didn't go down to 13 when you predicted it from 60. Yeah, I was $2,000 out. But anyway, never mind. Yeah. So, 15, 30 this time. Maybe more, maybe less. And is it going to have another cycle? I don't know. I don't like Wall Street. When it gets its fangs into something, it changes the game. ETF, is that a good thing? Yeah, Wall Street's now embracing it. Yay, no. It's good. It's good. It's going to go mainstream. No, it's never going to go mainstream. It's just another asset. I should have that tattooed on my arm. It's just another asset. Well, my arm's an asset, but I don't want to lose it. But, it's just another asset. And it's coming down more. It's 60, 65 now, hit 60. I mean, I'll be amazed if it doesn't hit 50. I'll be less amazed if it doesn't hit 40. And I'll be sort of like going, I told you so, if it hits 30. 30, in and around 30, 30 to 40. That's where it's going. Do I want to be short Bitcoin? Do I look stupid? No. Do I want to be long it? Do I look stupid? No. Do I want anything to do with it? Not really. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's too much going on everywhere else. I mean, gold, averaged out at 1,500 or whatever it was. Yeah, but just over 1,500. I mean, that's a 3x. It's almost as good as Bitcoin. And
Yeah,
there's
that's
a lot
true.
going on, and you might even see that with copper, that sort of multiple. And you certainly might see that with what was it, oil 60. Well, I mean, 300, that's five. At least double. And there's all the AI thing is massive. And so, you can take your pick there. I mean, it's hard to know where to go in AI. Do you buy cables? Do you buy air conditioning? Do you buy metals? Do you buy racks? Do you buy, do you buy AI companies? Ah, it's you're spoiled for choice.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So I wanted to take the time to share Clem's YouTube channel. Has a lot of great videos on it that I think you should watch. You can check out his channel and subscribe to it. Um, Clem Chambers on YouTube, and he makes
Yeah, Clem
videos.
Chambers Alpha. Clem
Yeah,
Chambers Alpha. There's only one Clem Chambers in the world anyway, so you'll probably be okay. You'll probably find me easy enough.
yeah. So that's definitely something good, and he makes videos quite often, so you can watch them and learn more about the markets and stuff like that. And then we also have him on X. You can follow him on X. I think it's great. Yeah, posts a lot of stuff there as well. And would you like to tell the viewers a little bit about your books?
Yeah, I got books too. In fact, I'm republishing. I've done about, I don't know, 14 or 15 books. I used to write fiction, financial fiction, thrillers, financial thrillers. And then I've got my educational books as well. So, if you apparently what I found out, yeah, I won't say, but basically, smart guys love my books, and it's really that is my market. If you're a smart bloke, you'll enjoy it, and if you're not, well, you might as well give it a go and find out. And yeah, Substack is very very good if you like to read. YouTube is very very good if you like to watch and listen. And I use X as a way to make sure that people don't miss my stuff because, as I'm sure Alex will tell you, YouTube is harsh with all people, and they basically ration you. So if you get more interest in your video than they like you to have, they just cut you off. You go, hey, video. Oh, no, you've had enough. You've had enough. We've rationed you. So to actually find out, you might think I'm the best person in the world to listen to, but it won't tell you. If it thinks I've had enough traffic, it will just not tell you. So if you want to get my stuff, go onto X because I go, oh, it's posted, and I go straight to X and say it's posted, so that people find out. So if you want to find out when I've posted and not have yourself, switched off. I mean, I used to do lots of treasure hunting. I watched all the treasure hunters all the time, and chess. I run a chess club. I watch chess all the time. Does YouTube give me any chess videos as recommendations? Nope. Nope, don't get any of that. Don't get any treasure hunters recommended to me. Nope. And I get a load of old toffee that I'm not interested in recommended to me because they want me to watch that, and they don't want my attention to go to those guys because they've given enough to them. I'm probably too valuable. I have to go and look at the stuff that they can sell at a high ticket to rather than the stuff I want to watch. And that is a real drag with YouTube. But Substack, YouTube, X, you'll see my stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this video, Clem?
No, that's great, Alex. I'll be happy to be on whenever you want me. When something goes sideways in the markets, give me a shout and I'll come on and give you both barrels for 45 minutes.
Well, I really appreciate that, Clem, and we really enjoy having you on the show and providing all your great insight to the viewers. I think that's very important. And I'd just like to thank everyone for watching this video. Please share it with all your friends, subscribe, and thank you for watching.